Last time at home for Atlanta United 2, it was full points against FC Tulsa in a very crowded Central Division. Indy 11 visits tonight in Kennesaw. What happens? Let's all find out together. It's the USL Championship on ESPN Plus next. Some weekend action at the Fraction. It's the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Atlanta United 2, fourth match in 12 days. Comes in with a record of 4-7-6, hosting the Boys in Blue, who come in with a record of 5-6-4. Alongside Jason Longshore, I'm John Nelson. Thanks for hanging out with us however you are doing so tonight. And Jason, to say the Central Division is crowded, it's an understatement.
Yeah, it just means a little bit more this time of year. Both teams on the outside looking in of the playoff picture. Atlanta United, too, can pull into a level draw and maybe jump ahead on goal differential into that final playoff spot with OKC Energy FC. Indy 11 can also jump some teams with a win tonight. This is a big match for playoff implications.
3 through 7 only separated by 4 points coming into this matchup tonight in Kennesaw. Let's take a look at some of the players that we have inside the spot shadow, and for the visitors, it's a familiar face.
Gordon Wild spent the first half of 2019 here in Atlanta, moved on to Loudoun United and had a great half of the season with them. 2020 in MLS with the LA Galaxy. He's got a magical left foot, and he scored on Wednesday against Tulsa in Indy's win.
On the flip side, for the home side, Atlanta United 2, someone who ends up getting some recognition by the end of the week.
Better and better from Josh Bauer as the season has gone on. His first full professional season, the University of New Hampshire native, 5 defensive actions per game played. Very active, likes to step forward, good on the ball, deceptively fast as well, and he's starting to form some good understanding in the back with Bryce Washington.
Part of the team of the week in the USL Championship. We'll see who joins him at halftime. It is Indy 11. It is Atlanta United 2. It is a very crowded chase for the playoffs. We'll have it all for you. Lineups in the first 45 around the corner. It's the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
BB&T and SunTrust are now Truest, together for better.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
You wouldn't put your team on the same field as the pros. So why would you take them to the same doctor? From growth plates to emotional needs, teens are different than adult athletes. Take them where they're treated that way.
BB&T and SunTrust are now Truest, together for better.
No matter what life throws your way, Piedmont Urgent Care by Well Street is here for you. Our virtual urgent care visit connects you with a Piedmont clinic provider wherever you are. Get treatment for minor illnesses and injuries, and learn about COVID-19 testing. Start your virtual urgent care visit online. In-person visits are also available at our 27 locations. Wherever and whenever you need it, we offer more ways to get care. Book now at piedmonturgentcare.org/virtual visit.
Welcome back to Kennesaw. Let's get you ready for the first 45 minutes here with Indy 11 visiting Atlanta United 2 in a very, very crowded Central Division. Let's take a peek at the starting lineups. And, Jason, when we look at them, let's start off with the visitors. One change from midweek.
Yeah, starting to get some continuity, especially up top from Indy with Arteaga, with Hamilton, with Wild kind of pulling the strings in the hole behind. Those three playing together, starting to build a little bit of chemistry.
On the flip side for Atlanta United, too, a handful of changes. 3 from midweek in the match in Birmingham. One of them is in net.
Ben Lundgaard coming down from Atlanta United's MLS side, getting his 3rd start of the season in the USL Championship. Noah Cobb back in the lineup. 2 16-year-olds on the back line for Atlanta United, too.
The bench includes Aiden McFadden, Phillip Goodrum, Connor Stanley, David Mejia. So that's a stacked bench for Atlanta United, too, and head coach Jack Collison. That's your starting 11s. The man in the middle today, William Steffen. Your assistants, Zachary McWhorter, Kevin Huey, and your 4th is Joshua Belk. We'll be keeping an eye on William Steffen. He'll be the man with the whistle telling us who did what, who's guilty of what, who might get a card, and anything else going on down there on the pitch here in 90 minutes. You see
Steffen's 3rd USL or 2nd USL Championship game in his career. Last time out, 32 fouls.
Wow. You see Indy 11 in their all whites, and as you're watching here in the first 45, they're going to be going from right to left. Atlanta United 2 in their all black uniforms with the 5 stripes going north to south. Blocked, and an early chance, and in. 12 seconds in, getting in the way, and a goal on the board. It's Tyler Wolff, and it's 1-0 just like that.
Well, I'm glad I had Tyler Wolff in my keys to the game that we haven't seen yet, because Tyler Wolff needed to come out and establish himself tonight. That's one way to do it. Block Eric Dick's pass out of the back and find a goal in 12 seconds.
Let's take another look at it. Just gets in the way, and it goes right to Tyler Wolff. And Tyler Wolff is there to make sure it goes in the back. One more look closer up. Just gets in the way. Make sure it goes home, and it's 1-0. Atlanta United 2, just like that.
Not sure that's how Jack Collison drew it up, but he'll take it.
3rd of the year for Tyler Wolff. 13 seconds in, by far the fastest goal in Atlanta United 2 history. I think that's a safe one to say. So how does Indy 11 respond to that?
The wake-up call.
Mm-hmm. And the first whistle from Steffen. And a handball, and we're going to start it back with Indy 11. All the way to the back, Jared Timmer. Jope chasing him. Sissoko. Fortune marking there. Sissoko sending it forward. Arteaga was there, so is Gordon Wild. Nicky Law. Looking for Buckmaster. He does keep it in barely. Atlanta United 2 is there to defend. Here comes Tyler Wolff with it, looking to make sure that Sissoko has to think twice before he chooses a direction. Great ball across.
A beautiful ball from Tyler Wolff to Mackie Jope.
Ayoze trying to steer away from Robbie Mertz to Sissoko. Picked off by Bauer.
Bauer read that well, just steps in front of Manuel Arteaga. Knew that's where that pass was going. Josh Bauer, great anticipation.
Ben Lundgaard in his 3rd start of the season. 1-1 in his 2 previous. Goals against of half a goal a match. Towards center circle, too much for Law. Robbie Mertz is there. Segrist on Mackie Jope, and Mackie Jope will send it backwards. Chris Allen looking for Caleb Wiley. Finds him. Bauer got his pocket picked by Arteaga, but he was last to touch, so it'll stick with the stripes.
A little bit different alignment early on from Jack Collison with Tyler Wolff on the left side, Mackie Jope on the right, Darwin Mateus in that middle channel.
Caleb Wiley cycles through the gears, has Mateus and finds him. Sends it in with the left centering pass, sent away. Gordon Wild is there, and here comes Indy 11 back the other way quickly with Ayoze.
Great ball from Wild under pressure to start this.
Arteaga. Bauer closes it down nicely. Hamilton Sends it away to Gordon Wild. Bryce Washington marking. Sit in with the left. Chris Allen is there. Robbie Mertz can't quite get rid of it to keep possession. Gordon Wild with the chip, looking for Arteaga. Can he control? Not necessarily. Easy pickup for Ben Lundgaard.
Robbie Mertz tried to pass his way out of that situation in his defensive third. Gave Indy 11 one more opportunity when that pass didn't connect.
So before that goal was scored, you had some ideas in mind, keys to the game through music.
Well, we've already talked about Tyler Wolff. He was definitely hungry to start this thing off. Darwin Mateus, the scientist, in the middle, in a good run of form here lately after a little bit of a rough start to his Atlanta United 2 tenure. Really excited to see Mateus in the start tonight. For Indy 11, it's Max Rogers in charge as the interim manager. How does he really display his authority? Is it going to be the carrot or the stick or a little bit of both? They got to win after a long break. That was much needed. And then we mentioned the front three with Wild pulling the strings behind Hamilton and Arteaga. Those three together again. They got a win last time out. We'll see what they can do tonight.
Law tries to work it backward to go forward. Chris Allen now for Atlanta United 2.
Great ball from Allen to pick that out on the right.
Tyler Wolff sets up the right and in! Tyler Wolff beats Jared Timmer and he beats Eric Dick. And just like that, early minute 6, 2 on the board for the Stripes.
Tyler Wolff with 2 goals in about 5 minutes and some change. What a start for Wolff. A player who has been a little bit stuck in between Atlanta United and Atlanta United 2 this season. He's moved up and down as the year has gone on. He got a couple of starts in MLS fairly recently. Comes back to Atlanta United 2, and this is exactly what the club is looking for. When you come back to Atlanta United 2 as you're trying to establish yourself, you have to perform. You have to stand out. Tyler Wolff standing out tonight.
So far this season, Indy 11 on the road, 5-1-2, one of the best in points per game average, right at 2 points a match. Find themselves 2 goals down in the first 6 minutes.
Tyler Wolff, 4 goals in USL Championship now this season.
Last touch by Chris Allen as Sissoko tried to turn. It'll stick with Indy 11. Reese Buckmaster.
Go back to that goal, and hopefully we can get a little bit longer cut of it at halftime. It started with Chris Allen and a great ball from his own half to spring Darwin Mateus. Mateus perfectly weighted to Wolff. Wolff does the rest with the top-notch finish. But that doesn't happen if Chris Allen doesn't pick out Mateus to open the field up.
Nice control there by Jack Collison to make sure Bryce Washington didn't have to go far for that throw for the 2s.
Jack still got it.
Mateus on the turn. It's away from Law, has Fortune to his left, and he's got Caleb Wiley wide open. Decides to shoot it on net anyway, and it'll be a corner for Atlanta United 2 here, early minute 8. Mateus heading over, Wolff heading over. Tyler Wolff, the reinforcement for the short corner. And Mateus looking for a soccer ball from our friends at Select. So let's see what Darwin Mateus has in mind here. Late minute 8 with a 2-goal lead. In with the left, headed away. Jose was chasing. Wolff gets there first. Back to a Johnny Fortune. Chris Allen. Cuts it inside. Caleb Wiley. Bauer finds Wolff. Tyler Wolff tries to find Mertz, too much on it, cleared by Indy 11, but Bauer is there. Pressure still there for Atlanta United 2. Mateus cuts it inside, chips with the right, too much for Bryce Washington. It'll be a goal kick.
Washington stayed up after the corner, was in an opportunity there on the back post. A better ball from Darwin Mateos. Could be 3-0 Atlanta United too.
Pressure from the stripes, making it difficult for Indy 11 to get any kind of rhythm, but it ends up in the middle third. Flag stays down. Chasing after it is Bauer, gets a push in the back, gets back to Ben Lundgaard, who outlets to Allen.
Great turn from Manuel Arteaga in that last sequence, almost created a break for Indy.
Fortune to Bryce Washington with some room. Mateus flanking to the left, he leaves it. Jope will drop it back to Fortune. Robbie Mertz sees Jope. Jope thought about it, gets past Siegrist with the left side netting.
Jope pulls it back as Siegrist goes flying by. Great on the dribble from Mackie Jope. 1v1 situations, Mackie Jope thrives. He's able to hit the brakes so quickly, pull the ball back, and then get his head up. That time he had the space for a shot, unable to beat Eric Dick at the near post.
Bauer there for the first ball. Sissoko there for the second. Law and back to Carl Ouimet for a touch. Reese Buckmaster. Sissoko with the back and forth. I'm going to call a foul on Mateus there.
Too aggressive, Darwin Mateus. Reese Buckmaster earns the foul under duress.
Nicky Law for Indy 11, team leader in games played, games started, and minutes. One of the stalwarts for Indiana's team this season.
Nice work by Noah Cobb, 1v1 with Jordan Hamilton.
Buckmaster and Hamilton with the back and forth. Well done by Caleb Wiley.
Two strong defensive plays from Atlanta's 16-year-olds on the back line.
Sissoko tries to send it inside the area. Bryce Washington heads it away. Jope had the back and forth. Iose finds Gordon Wild inside the area. Arteaga had his pass blocked, but it'll be a corner for Indy 11 by Josh Bauer.
Bauer stuck with it. Iose almost opened that up. Great ball from him. The Spanish veteran can still pick out a dangerous pass. Corner opportunity for Gordon Wild.
In with the left, top of the sixth, headed away Mackie Jope, nicely done.
Good read from Jope to get there.
Law back to Buckmaster. Back to Patrick Siegrist. Robbie Mertz in pursuit. Mateus comes down with it. Chipped with the left, finds Tyler Wolf. Top of the area. Fortune wants to wind up. Blocked by Jope. Friendly fire there, but Atlanta United 2 keeps possession back out to Caleb Wiley. Fortune. And Bryce Washington. Cobb and Fortune. Once again for Caleb Wiley. Buckmaster is there. Inside the area, Wolf winds up, and it was on its way, but it ended up tailing away for a goal kick for Indy 11. Tyler Wolf, another chance.
You're on a brace 13 minutes into the game. You have the green light. Anytime in the attacking third, you've got the green light. Tyler Wolf goes for glory there, doesn't catch it cleanly.
Eric Dick sends it forward into the middle third. Over Fortune, but Wiley is there. Gets it away from Sissoko. Back to Cobb. And Bryce Washington. Robbie Mertz. Finds Jope. Siegrist marking him. What does Mackie want to do? drives it in, sends it forward with the right, settled by Wolf. Back heel to Wiley. Wiley into the area, headed, and just missed. Atlanta United 2 keeping the pressure on here through the first 14 minutes.
It's a corner. The header deflected off. So Atlanta United 2 has another opportunity here from the corner.
So Mateus will size it up again for Atlanta United 2. Iose and Buckmaster close by. Sit in with the left. Up and over everybody, but Chris Allen will get there. With the left, right on. Had a bit of a sinking motion to it, but Eric Dick was there the entire time, kept his eye on it, and grabs it for Indy 11.
Long-range shot from Allen through traffic. Wanted to test Eric Dick, see if he could get a clean look at that one. Allen didn't get a ton behind it. Eric Dick was able to get his body behind that so it doesn't skip past.
Sissoko was looking for Arteaga, too much on it, so it goes back to Atlanta United 2. Iose intercepted the pass, couldn't stick with it for Indy 11, all the way over to Caleb Wiley.
Good look by Mackie Jope to open that up.
Tried to send Tyler Wolf, but it ends up being a throw for Indy 11. They'll come back in quickly with Reese Buckmaster halfway through minute 16. 2 goals in the first 5.5 minutes by Tyler Wolf have given Atlanta United 2 their advantage. Hamilton looking for Wild, nice touch. Arteaga's there on Lundgaard, up and over. Missed it all. Let's take another look at it. Arteaga was chasing after his 4th goal of the year. Didn't get it.
What a ball from Gordon Wild. First time. Perfect through ball. Manuel Arteaga knows he's getting pressured. That's why you don't give up on a play if you're a defender. Josh Bauer is not going to get in front of Manuel Arteaga. He knows he can't go in for a tackle there or it's a penalty, but he continues to put the pressure on. The footsteps cause Arteaga to put that into the empty stands.
Jope into the middle to Fortune, who gets rid of it quickly to Caleb Wiley. He's got some space. Sissoko closes. Tyler Wolf is there. Mateus looked to turn, thought about the give and go. Fortune with Mateus. Chipped but headed clear. Robbie Mertz will try to track it down, but Hamilton will get there first for Indy. Give to Siegrist. Oh, Mateus goes in. Let's see what it is here as he tried to block an idea from Jared Timmer.
Timmer's trying to clear that because he knows he's under pressure because he can see Mateus come through. Mateus gets a yellow card. He gets the boot up high and does catch Timmer. You could hear it easily on the field mics. That close to blocking that, though. Now Darwin Mateus has to be careful. Can't go in for any more of those tonight.
Sent forward by Eric Dick. First ball goes up and over Arteaga. Here comes Atlanta United 2 again. Wiley and Wolf. Back to Fortune. All the way over to Mackie Jope. Siegrist keeping an eye. Allen with Wild marking him, goes back to Cobb, who finds Caleb Wiley. All the way back to Josh Bauer, and they'll regroup. Cobb through center circle. Here comes Indy 11 with a chance. Iose looking to turn on Fortune. Tenacious work by a Johnny Fortune there defensively. Ouimet has to send it forward with the right. Nobody there. It'll be a throw in for the twos.
Really good work from a Johnny Fortune. Noah Kopp thought Fortune was going to check into that space in the middle of the park. He ended up not getting there. Turns into a turnover. But a Johnny Fortune works his socks off to force that turnover back to Atlanta.
Mateus tries to get past Ouimet, and he'll stick with the stripes. As we are in the 20th minute. Tyler Wolf already on a brace. Goals 3 and 4 on the season for number 28. In possession now, tries to get it all the way over to Mackie Jope. Segrist was there. Ioze, Law, Ouimet. Mateus closes ground. Wolf is there, wants to turn, fired, deflected, but Eric Dick is there.
Great pressure from Atlanta United 2. Indy 11 really struggling to play out of the back under pressure. Or to play through the middle channel under pressure.
Chris Allen to Cobb. Bryce Washington, Robbie Mertz. Mackie Jope. Finds Allen. Wolf. Mertz calling for it, gets it. He's got Fortune off to the right. That's where it goes. Cross in, punched out, cleared by Law.
Mackie Jope diving. Eric Dick gets a hand to it and is able to push it away from him.
Here comes Ioze for Indy 11. Not a lot on that pass. Bryce Washington got in the way. Fortune is there. Foul on Arteaga.
Bryce Washington read that one like his favorite newspaper. Just steps right in front. Ioze telegraphed it a bit. Washington playing as a right back. It's not a position that he played a lot in college at Pitt. Here it was kind of a necessity for a minute for Jack Collison as he was out of right backs, and Bryce Washington's making that position his own. Might be able to add to his versatility as he tries to get to the next level.
Darwin Mateus sends it to Robbie Mertz. Circles back. In with the left, headed out by Ouimet. Cobb is there. Gordon Wild tries to settle it down for Indy 11 and get away from Mateus. He gets away from Mateus and from Allen, but once again, looking for Arteaga, not there. Goes to Atlanta United 2, late minute 22.
Gordon Wild so crafty on the ball, he was able to evade the pressure, but he's got to get a little bit of help from Hamilton and Arteaga. Atlanta United 2 trying to close Wild down to prevent him from creating for Indy 11. But Arteaga and Hamilton have to get into better spots for Wild to pick him out.
Ben Lundgaard surveying, sending it long. Over Bryce Washington. And Jared Timmer will track it down for Indy 11. We'll go all the way back to Eric Dick. Ouimet is available. Mackie Jope chasing in just to give Eric Dick something to think about. Gives to Gordon Wild, center circle. They're going to call a foul on Fortune.
Fortune with the hold. Easy call for William Steffen to make.
Segrist. Arteaga and Wild. Mertz and Washington were there to try to keep Gordon Wild from getting any kind of possession. Well done by Cobb that time. Bryce Washington will send it away. Sissoko. Mertz gets in the way. And Mateus tried to hang on to it with the 360, couldn't quite do it.
But they continued the pressure, and there's a big difference in that last 20-second sequence. Gordon Wild, after the ball turned over, kind of hung his head for a second. It allowed Bryce Washington the time to play the ball forward. Now it turns back over, and Atlanta United 2 is not able to make something of it, but there's no hesitation in trying to win it back, and they eventually do.
Cobb looking for Wiley. Finds Wolf.
Great first touch from Tyler Wolf away from pressure.
Aki Job.
Tyler Wolf is in his bag tonight.
Job looking top of the sixth, knocked away by Timmer, but Fortune is there. He'll wind up, got too much underneath it. It'll be a goal kick for Indy 11. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier, the USL Championship, and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. We're a little past the quarter pole, 25th minute in. What have you thought so far?
It's 2-0 Atlanta United 2. Thinking very good thoughts right now. Very good start, very energetic start from Atlanta United 2. Both teams played in the midweek, but Indy 11 on the road feels like it's hitting them a whole lot more than it is Atlanta United 2 right now.
That match in midweek against Tulsa snapped a 5-game winless streak in the process. Jack Collison and Atlanta United 2 were in Birmingham for the makeup game against Birmingham Legion. 2 goals in about 3 minutes were the difference in the second half in the 3-1 loss to Birmingham, currently second in the Central Division. Buckmaster to Sissoko, looking for Hamilton, but you've got 5 Atlanta United 2 players right there to help on defense. Lundgaard sends it forward, but it's right to Nicky Law. Sissoko. Center circle, Jared Timmer looking for Hamilton, and the flag is up.
Bauer goes up and wins the header anyway. But Jordan Hamilton in an offside position doesn't get back.
Hamilton, the leading goal scorer for Indy 11 with 4. Arteaga with 3. A lot of folks with 2. 7 different goal scorers for Indy 11 this season, but Hamilton is right now in their top spot. Gordon Wild with 2 himself. Chipped over the top looking for Jope, and he's going to track it down.
Great ball by Robbie Mertz.
Goes through the gears looking to drive on Sechrist. Sechrist gets there, knocks it away. Indy 11 comes back. Gordon Wild center circle. Josh Bauer nicely done. Handball call on Fortune. Indy 11 quickly as they're looking for Hamilton, but Caleb Wiley in the closing speed gets there to get in the way. Goes back to Ben Lundgaard. Kept it in. Nicely done by Caleb Wiley.
Caleb Wiley will win that foot race with Jordan Hamilton every time. Nice recognition from Wiley.
Mertz gets away from Ioze. Fortune will find Wiley. Not enough on that initial pass.
It's a sloppy ball from Wiley. It puts Tyler Wolf in a bad spot. He takes a hit because of it. Wiley back on it now.
Both teams wanted whistles for back-to-back contact. Neither happened. There's Bryce Washington. Back and forth with Robbie Mertz. Chris Allen is a part of that now. Gordon Wild runs straight into Chris Allen. Can't keep possession.
Some sloppy passes from Atlanta United too, but again, the biggest difference is when they turn it over, they're immediately fighting hard to win it back. Indy 11 struggling to keep possession when they do regain it.
Lundgaard and Cobb. Bryce Washington. Working it back to Ben Lundgaard. To a Johnny Fortune. Tyler Wolf. Robbie Mertz. Mertz has Washington to his right. Cuts it inside. Finds a wide open Caleb Wiley. Sent into the area, headed Bryce Washington, and Eric Dick is there.
Good ball from Caleb Wiley. Bryce Washington goes up to win it after overlapping down the right. He crashes in on the back post and becomes an option for the cross. Ends up being an easy save for Eric Dick. Those are the things you like to see from a center back being turned into a right back in front of our eyes. Getting involved in the attack in that kind of a way.
Iose trying to get away from Robbie Mertz. Tyler Wolf was there.
Black, red, and gold everywhere right now.
Mateus has Wolf in front, Fortune to his right. He's going to take it himself, keeps his feet, blocked by Buckmaster, and it'll be a throw deep in the attacking third for the Twos. Starting back quickly, Robbie Mertz. Big right just over the bar. They're going to say that Dick touched it, and it's going to be a corner kick. Eric Dick got the left hand up to send it over the bar. It's going to be a corner for Atlanta United 2.
Probably going over the bar anyway, but it was hit with such venom. Eric Dick just reacts to get his hands up. Maybe would have caught the top of the bar. It comes off of Eric Dick. Correct call to give the corner. But the space just opened up, and this is the issue for Indy 11 right now. They are slow in all of their decisions tonight. Robbie Mertz just cuts inside to see what's there. The space opens up, and he takes it and has a go.
Once again, Iose and Buckmaster are there to guard against the short corner. Sent in. Tracking it down, Bryce Washington tries to flick it with his head inside the 6, but Eric Dick is there for Indy 11. No stripes there to take advantage.
Bryce got the flick, and no one was crashing at that post. It's actually great work by Bryce Washington to come across and not give up on that ball. Puts it into a dangerous spot, but no Atlanta players crashing on the near post.
Buckmaster, Law, Sissoko, Gordon Wild in the middle. Segrist. Bryce Washington closing the distance. Arteaga is there. Bauer will clear.
Ben Lundgaard very vocal in goal. Didn't want Josh Bauer to try to settle and pass out of that one. Very vocal, asking for the clearance. The big difference when Lundgaard is in goal or Alec Can is in goal versus Rocco Rios Novo. Rocco young, getting his first high-level experience here in Atlanta.
Dangerous ball, but directed by Wiley to Lundgaard, and Lundgaard will send Wiley on his way.
Good quick outlet from Ben Lundgaard to start this.
Space was there for Wiley. He thought he'd give it a go and send it to Jope. Not enough on it, but it ends up heading back to Eric Dick, who'll send it forward for Indy 11.
Caleb Wiley's had a couple of passes like that. The right decision, but not the right execution on the pass. You need more heat behind that one to pick out Mackie Jope.
Ouimet will send it all the way back. Darwin Mateus will chase again. Looks like it was deflected by Mateus. And here comes a Johnny Fortune. He'll find Wolf. Centered, and it is cleared by Iose.
Relentless pressure from Atlanta United 2. It's making Indy 11 very uncomfortable in possession in their own half. This time they're able to break it, see what Nicky Law can do.
Law looking for Hamilton. Hamilton sends it by. It ends up getting deflected. Easy pickup for Ben Lundgaard when he wants to.
Nicky Law, 6th in the Eastern Conference in key passes. But tonight it feels like all of his touches are in his own half or right around midfield. He hasn't been able to get forward and be influential, helping Gordon Wild pick out options.
Bauer. Back to Lundgaard. Drawing Indy 11 forward once again. Fortune with the back and forth. Lundgaard, Gordon Wild was there. But Bryce Washington will let it go for a harmless throw for Atlanta United 2 in their defensive third. Fortune forward, Allen backtracking a little bit. Give to Bauer, and he'll give to Chris Allen. Bryce Washington finds Allen. Tries to get away from Iose. Sends it back to Bryce. Here's Robbie Mertz.
Good turn from Mertz.
Trying to send Tyler Wolf. Eric Dick gets there first, and he just sends it forward towards center circle. Arteaga and Bauer. Great work by Josh Bauer to keep Arteaga in check. Gets help from a Johnny Fortune. Law to Sissoko. Arteaga had to reach for it. Chris Allen tracks it down for Atlanta United 2. Mackie Jope. Back to Bryce. Cobb. Bauer. And Caleb Wiley. Back and forth with Tyler Wolf. Looking to send Wiley over the top. Gets it past Buckmaster. Caleb Wiley tracks it down. Into the area by the arc. Mertz looking for Mateus. Eric Dick gets in the way, that close to making it 3-0 Atlanta United 2.
So creative from Robbie Mertz. No one expected that pass. Eric Dick was the first one to it. Darwin Mateus just a step behind. Everything started with the outlet ball from Josh Bauer. Every time we see Bauer, he is better and better on the ball. That time he sprung Caleb Wiley down the left side.
Reese Buckmaster. Gordon Wild, Bryce Washington. Very, very tough defending, and all Wild can do is send it back to Carl Ouimet. Siegrist tries to send it up and over everybody, ends up going to Ben Lundgaard.
Pressure came for Patrick Siegrist. He just bombed it forward, hoping somebody would chase it.
Cobb and Bauer to Caleb Wiley. To Law instead. Bauer will try to shield Arteaga. Lundgaard will get there.
Those are the little things from Caleb Wiley as he continues to improve. Faced a little bit of pressure, wasn't able to open up down the flank. It's a giveaway that Indy did not punish Atlanta for.
Bryce Washington waited for it. Gordon Wild closed the distance. Arteaga header wide.
We've seen this scenario for Atlanta United 2 a few times. Late in a half, they start to run out of gas, and the passes get wayward. Giveaways that lead to big opportunities for the opposition.
Programming note, the USL and ESPN returns to ESPN Deportes when two playoff hopefuls meet for the first time. Colorado Springs Switchbacks invade the birthplace of rock and roll to take on Memphis 901 FC Tuesday, August 10th at 8 o'clock Eastern. You find that one on ESPN Deportes. Seven and a half minutes to go here, first half. 2 goals in the first 5.5 minutes by Tyler Wolf. Have your margin on the board. Very, very tight Central Division. 5 teams separated by a handful of points as they're trying to get north of the playoff bar. Big matchup here involving all that. Tyler Wolf lost the handle. And here comes Sissoko for Indy 11. Foul on Fortune.
That last opportunity was created by Robbie Mertz, again on the ball, wearing the captain's armband tonight. Robbie Mertz was a little slow to get started this season, had an injury that kept him out. Now that he is feeling comfortable on the ball, he is incredibly influential for the side.
Mertz sends Bryce Washington forward. Back to Mertz. Mackie Jope wants to do it with the right, and it is just wide. Thought about it on the turn. Didn't quite get fully around on it. Sends it wide with the right and wide for a goal kick for Indy 11.
Quick touch for Mackie Jope. Pops it into the air. Decides to hit the volley. Doesn't try to bring it back down. Everyone caught by surprise.
Sent forward early in the 40th. Law wins the header. Hamilton doesn't get the second ball, but Indy 11 does with Ioze. Pressure there by Mateus on Jared Timmer, and they're going to call a foul on Mateus. Law, Sissoko. Arteaga looking for Hamilton. Hamilton can't quite control it, but it ends up going to Siegrist. Hamilton gets away from Mertz. Volley saved by Lundgaard.
What a save from Ben Lundgaard. Gets all the way back across, needs every inch of the 6'5" frame. Ben Lundgaard, good footwork to shuffle across because Emmanuel Arteaga hit that with everything.
Both teams calling for it. Coach Rogers for Indy 11 saying it was supposed to be a throw for his team, and it is called the other way by Steffen. Here's a look at interim head coach Max Rogers. Chipped forward. Cobb will get there first. Back to Lundgaard. Mateus finds Bryce Washington.
Nice work by Darwin Mateus. Not just going up to win that header, but to pick out a pass with it. Keep possession.
Law was closing the space on Bryce Washington. You're going to get a foul there on Gordon Wild.
But there might be a little bit more to it. You can see the divot that Gordon Wild took.
It looked like Steffen might be going for his pocket, but it looks like it's just a conversation.
Gordon Wild trying to recover as we see it again. Comes in with the studs up, but doesn't catch him with that. Definitely could have been a yellow, but William Steffen opts for the conversation instead.
And while we were looking at the replay, Steffen gave the two palms down and the wave off, so it's no more for Gordon Wild in the eyes of center ref William Steffen on the evening.
Two palms down and the wave off?
Just no more.
I have to remember that one.
Two palms down and a wave off. Foul by Ouimet, and it's going to be a set piece for Atlanta United 2.
Strong from Chris Allen. Just gets his body there on Ouimet, who grabs him. Allen makes a little something out of nothing here. Take another look at it now. Allen just backs into him, and Ouimet hooks him. As Allen initiates the contact, Ouimet grabs him. That's enough to draw the foul. Very savvy from Chris Allen.
Once again, another opportunity for Darwin Mateus and Tyler Wolf to discuss the plan of action here. Magic spray comes out to mark for Buckmaster and Ioze.
Much better response from Atlanta United, too. It started to get a little sloppy, as we've seen late in halves, but they've slowed the pace down. Now they have a set-piece opportunity.
Through a lot of traffic, but it's going to end up with Indy 11. Buckmaster looking for Ioze, but there's that pressure from Atlanta United, too. A lot of black outfits all over everywhere. Wolf was looking for Mateus. Here comes Mertz again. Looking for the post, deflected and saved and away. Well done by Eric Dick to keep it 2-0.
That's an incredible save from Eric Dick because he has no chance to see this come off the foot of Robbie Mertz. Robbie Mertz cuts back to the right foot. No deflection. Eric Dick has to keep his eyes open here, and he sees it at the last minute. gets the big left hand down. Robbie Mertz denied again, looking for his first goal in an Atlanta shirt.
Eric Dick and Indy 11 have been under fire here in the first 45 minutes. Short corner. Sent in with the right. It goes off Iose for another corner for Atlanta United 2. While they take a peek at Iose, one more note really quickly. If you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and USL All Access with Mike Watson, Devin Kerr every Tuesday night at 7 Eastern. You can also hear live action from the USL, MLS Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. In with the left, top of the sixth, headed up into the air. Eric Dick chasing after it, and he'll grab.
Bryce Washington, Mackie Joe both went for the same ball. I think that came off of Washington's head, but he popped it up.
Looks like we're going to have 1 minute added here in the first 45. Going long distance with that release. Cobb trying to keep Arteaga from getting there. It goes right to Ben Lundgaard.
Good work by Noah Cobb there.
Robbie Mertz, Gordon Wild chasing, professional foul there. There's your card.
It's frustration from Gordon Wild. Probably should have gotten the yellow before. Now he gets it. Just doesn't want to chase anymore as Robbie Mertz turns on the Jets.
Grab the shoulder, grab the jersey, and down, and that's going to get you a card every time. Collison talking with the fourth official. Sent in quickly. Headed away by Timmer. Iose turns with the left. Sent back in by Atlanta United 2, but Eric Dick will get there easily.
That point in the half, Mateus tries to catch that perfectly.
And that'll do it. Tyler Wolff on a brace after the first 5.5 minutes, and the crowd here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium enjoying so far a 2-goal lead against Indy 11.
Great start for Atlanta United 2. Great energy. Waned just a little bit as the half went on, but they showed some of the lessons that they've learned in the first half of the season. Great 45 for the Twos. Do they have another 45 in them like that?
We'll find out on the other side of halftime. When we come back, we'll catch you up on everything else going on around the USL Championship. Atlanta United 2 with a 2-goal lead over the boys in blue. Come back to Kennesaw. We'll get you through halftime and let you know what else is going on around the league. Stick and stay. We will return.
BB&T and SunTrust are now Truest, together for better.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
You wouldn't put your team on the same field as the pros. So why would you take them to the same doctor? From growth plates to emotional needs, teens are different than adult athletes. Take them where they're treated that way.
BB&T and SunTrust are now Truest, together for better.
No matter what life throws your way, Piedmont Urgent Care by Well Street is here for you. Our virtual urgent care visit connects you with a Piedmont clinic provider wherever you are. Get treatment for minor illnesses and injuries, and learn about COVID-19 testing. Start your virtual urgent care visit online. In-person visits are also available at our 27 locations. Wherever and whenever you need it, we offer more ways to get care. Book now at piedmonturgentcare.org/virtual visit.
Halftime here in Kennesaw, Atlanta United 2, leading Indy 11 by the score of 2-0. The 2 goals by Tyler Wolf in the first 5.5 minutes have been the difference. Tenacious defense by the Stripes kept Indy 11 in check for the first 45. Let's take a tour around the USL Championship and kind of let you know what's going on. You can take a peek at Goal of the Month. And here are your contenders. Brian Ownby for Lou City. Been a thorn in the side for Atlanta United 2 for quite some time. Brian Ownby is one of the contenders. You see the step over there. He'll line it up with the left, put it in the back of the net. Brian Ownby is eligible. Michael Azira for New Mexico United with the header for the black and yellow. His first goal for New Mexico United puts Michael Azira in contention for Goal of the Month. Jimmy McLaughlin, a lot of Atlanta United 2 fans will remember this rocket from Lynn Family Stadium in front of 11,000. McLaughlin works his way to his right, puts it in the back of the net. Jimmy McLaughlin's goal against Atlanta United 2 is there. Nabi Kibanguchi with the header for Sacramento Republic. Great service. Kibanguchi with the header puts it in. He is up there, along with Luis Felipe Fernandez from Sacramento Republic. So you have 2 from Lou City, 2 from Sacramento Republic, and New Mexico United. That's who you can vote for, your Goal of the Month contenders for the month of July, along with Hiroki Kuramoto. Now watch this one. The volley, great control, and just sends it in. OKC Energy's Hiroki Kuramoto. Great control there, puts it in the back. Now let's go to Save of the Month contenders. Justin Vom Steeg for Los Dos. Watch the palms get in the way here. Gets in the way and swats it away. That's why he is there. Alex Tambakis, a name that a lot of folks for Atlanta United are familiar with. Tambakis goes to his right, full extension. Make sure it does not go in the back of the net for New Mexico United. Jeffrey Dusnip, watch this one. It's not 1, but a volley makes it 2. A double save for Dusnip. And watch this. First one up into the air, then the quick volley pounded into the ground. Dusnip sends it up and over. Joe Kuzminski for Charleston Battery gets in the way of this penalty kick attempt. Kuzminski with the left puts him on the list, and then Jeff Caldwell for Hartford Athletic with a double as well. There's a closer look of Caldwell, gets in the way the first time, and then from short range with the second, and that's your Goal of the Month and your Save of the Month contenders. You can go to uslchampionship.com and vote for either category, and vote as many times as you like for your favorite goal or save for the month of July. That's just a small bit of what's going on around the USL Championship. Here's what else is going on around the league.
Hey, everybody. Scott Stewart here from USL. Proud to be joined by Puma's John Miller here for an interview. What initially attracted you to the league, and what are your thoughts on the partnership so far?
For us, the mutual experience of offering access to the sport to numerous marketplaces across North America is really what grew us. And then, of course, the great team at the USL has been tremendous to work with from the get-go.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
It's another for Colorado Springs.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm. comprometidos con usted y su familia.
You wouldn't put your team on the same field as the pros. So why would you take them to the same doctor? From growth plates to emotional needs, teens are different than adult athletes. Take them where they're treated that way.
Welcome back to Kennesaw. Halftime, Atlanta United 2 leading Indy 11 by the score of 2-0. We talked about what you can vote for the USL Championship. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Let's take a look at some of the other news and notes. How can you do it? With the Fans' Choice nominations right there in the middle. Go to www.uslchampionship.com by noon Eastern time on Monday, and you can vote for the best player, goal, and save in the month of July. You got to see the goal and the save contenders in those categories. Interesting news for the USL as they continue to expand their broadcast footprint globally. They have an agreement now with OneFootball to nearly 2 million subscribers in Italy. So the Italian soccer fan can watch the USL Championship as well. And also, once again, your program reminder about the USL Championship on the ESPN family of networks on ESPN Deportes. It's Memphis 901 FC in a cross-conference matchup, one of those East-West matchups that we've seen so far this season. Colorado Springs Switchbacks go to AutoZone Park Tuesday, August the 10th, 8 o'clock Eastern, and you can find that one on ESPN Deportes. Now, Team of the Week brought to us by our friends at Clear Audio. You see a familiar name there, right third from the top in Josh Bauer. This is Week 15's Team of the Week. Austin Guerrero from San Diego Loyal is your Keeper of the Week. Player of the Week is Luis Solignac from El Paso. Other names on the list. You've seen Mark Segbers this season for Memphis 901. You saw Luis Felipe Fernandez as one of the Goal of the Month contenders. Two from Phoenix and Darnell King and Arturo Rodriguez. Brian Ownby, you saw him as well for Goal of the Month contender. Miko Kuningas from OCSC. Cal Jennings from Las Vegas Lights. Alex Dixon, 3 goals in 2 matches for Pittsburgh in his last 2 times out. Player of the Week, once again, brought to us by our friends at Clear Audio. Let's take a look at some of the scores of interest in the USL Championship, especially in a very crowded Central Division. Lou City puts 4 on Sporting Kansas City 2 to expand their lead and expand their goal difference as well with the 4-1 win. FC Tulsa beating Birmingham Legion 3-1. OKC Energy with the big 4-1 win over 10-man Memphis 901. Switchbacks over Hartford in their other East-West crossover matchup. Tacoma Defiance earlier this afternoon knocking off the Oakland Roots by the score of 3-0. And coming up around the corner in the Mountain Division, it is Rio Grande Valley and San Antonio FC. Let's take a look at the TV schedule on the ESPN family of networks. On ESPN Plus, we mentioned the game on ESPN Deportes on the 10th. On the Plus, it's also Red Bulls 2 and Charlotte Independence. Big matchup in the East on the 11th with Pittsburgh and the Miami FC at 6 o'clock Eastern time. We are back here in the midweek with Atlanta United 2 for the last time in the month of August for a home match as they take on OKC Energy at 7:30. Birmingham Legion in the division taking on Sporting Kansas City 2, and out west a 10 o'clock kick for Oakland Roots and Sacramento Republic. That is your tour of the USL Championship. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second 45 minutes. Atlanta United 2 leads the boys in blue 2-0. More on ESPN Plus. Stick and stay. We will be right back.
BB&T and SunTrust are now Truist, together for better.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
You wouldn't put your team on the same field as the pros. So why would you take them to the same doctor? From growth plates to emotional needs, teens are different than adult athletes. Take them where they're treated that way.
BB&T and SunTrust are now truest, together for better.
No matter what life throws your way, Piedmont Urgent Care by Well Street is here for you. Our virtual urgent care visit connects you with a Piedmont clinic provider wherever you are. Get treatment for minor illnesses and injuries, and learn about COVID-19 testing. Start your virtual urgent care visit online. In-person visits are also available at our 27 locations. Wherever and whenever you need it, we offer more ways to get care. Book now at piedmonturgentcare.org/virtual visit.
Welcome back to Kennesaw, and there's the man we want to talk to, the head coach for Atlanta United 2, Jack Collison. Coach, it's John and Jason up here in the booth. Dream start for you in the first 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to start a game like that, isn't it? But, I mean, we've worked so hard on that press this week, and it's just nice as a coach when you see it come together, and it obviously gives you a great footing into the game.
It's relentless, Jag, and with the the midweek match, how were you able to find the time to get this group together and be pressing this organized this quickly?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. They're clever players. They're bright boys, and there's a couple of slight tweaks gone into it this week. And as I said, it's great to see it come out. Now it's about the energy, and obviously I know it's very cliche, but the next goal here is so important. We go to 3, obviously. It's obviously in our hands. If it goes 2-1, it's certainly going to be a tough task, and I'm sure they're going to come out the blocks fast second half, and I wouldn't be surprised if they make 1 or 2 changes as well.
Coach, thanks for your time. We'll be keeping an eye on the second 45. Good luck and good first 45 for you.
Thank you.
Jack Collison, head coach of Atlanta United 2, as he gets ready for the second 45. And we look at what is coming up in the second 45, obviously looking back at the first 45. Here's the first half. Jason, this is what we see. What do you think?
The work that Jack Collison and his staff put in shows in these numbers. The possession advantage is huge for Atlanta United, too. That's what they want to have every time out. But 17 shots to 4, 8 shots on target. That is due to the pressure and being able to be organized in the way that they press.
As we get ready for the second 45 minutes, I know that I want to take a peek really quickly at your keys that we had in the first 45. One of them, we were right on. You were right on with Hungry Like the Wolf. I'll grant you that one. That was right there with it when it came to the other things for Atlanta United 2 in your keys. Let's revisit them really quickly. What do you think?
Mateus has been influential up top. Tyler Wolff needed to come out and make a statement. He did very, very quickly. For Indy 11, they went with continuity from the midweek match. They kept everybody but one from that win over Tulsa. Maybe it showed a little bit. The legs looked heavy. That front 3, not a lot of connection there.
2 subs for Indy 11 as we get ready for the second 45 minutes. And as you're watching, Atlanta United 2 will be going from your right to your left. Indy 11 will be going from left to right. And it is time for Nick Moon and Peter Lee Vossel to come out for Indy 11 and interim head coach Max Rogers in the second 45.
Speed, speed, speed. Something that Indy was lacking big time in the first 45. Nick Moon came on as a sub last time Indy 11 was here and completely flipped the game. He assisted on Jordan Hamilton's goal that was their go-ahead goal, was eventually answered, finished in a 1-1 draw. But Peter Lee Vossel is another speed player, the Jamaican international. Both of them can cause Atlanta a lot of problems. It's a different kind of Indy 11 here in the second half.
Vossel is in for Sissoko, as you saw. And so you've got the firepower of Moon and Vossel in for the second 45. Gordon Weil tries to get Vossel engaged immediately. Too much on it. It'll be a goal kick for Ben Lundgaard, Atlanta United 2.
Trying to use that speed to open the game up.
Looking for Jope. Siegrist was there. Timmer sends it back to Eric Dick. Mateus is chasing again. Relentless from Mateus as he was chasing after we met, but here comes Indy 11. Buckmaster. Tyler Wolff does well defensively there, and it's just a throw. Slows down the momentum for Indy 11.
Nice pressure, though, and again, it's organized from Atlanta United, too. credit to these players because, you know, you're really limited in your training time right now. And for Jack Collison and his staff to incorporate new tactics, new ideas, you're not able to put a ton of time on the pitch into it. These players have to get it quickly, and it's showing so far tonight.
Nick Moon is in for Jordan Hamilton, so the leading scorer for Indy 11's night is done with 45 minutes. Great back heel there to get Vossel moving. Right, big save by Ben Lundgaard. Still a chance for Indy 11. Vossel reclaims. Back and forth with Arteaga. Wiley gets in the way. Arteaga up and over.
Completely different kind of challenge down the right side for Indy 11 here in the second half. Peter Lee Vossel can run past Caleb Wiley, and he does. Great positioning from Ben Lundgaard. Doesn't give anything at the near post and makes the kick save.
Lundgaard to Cobb. Cobb will send it forward, looking for Mateus. Jared Timmer gets there first. But it's going to stick with Atlanta United 2 and Bryce Washington as we're 3 minutes into the second half. First touch by Gordon Wild. Ioze with it now for Indy 11. Robbie Mertz chasing. Arteaga. Allen is there. Got caught up in Vossel's cleats and sent away by Cobb. Fortune pursuing. Nicky Law back to Timmer. Give to Wild. Caught between his legs, but he kept control. Ioze.
Washington closed Wild down quickly, though. Didn't let him turn.
We met. All the way back. Picked off again. Horrible decision by Eric Dick, and the hat trick is there for Tyler Wolff. Tyler Wolff guessed right, got in the way, grabbed it. Hat trick by Tyler Wolff. 3-0 Atlanta United, 2 early minute 50.
Pressure, pressure, pressure from Atlanta United 2. It's just hard work. These are not easy goals to make happen. It ends up looking easy right here with the giveaway and a wide open net, but you create these from the work. Johnny Fortune chasing everything down, keeps forcing the ball back. Bryce Washington closes Gordon Wild down, doesn't let him turn, puts the goalkeeper Eric Dick in a bad spot. He tries to play through that pressure, can't do it. Tyler Wolff has been the beneficiary of that a couple of times tonight, and he has his first professional hat trick.
Goals 3, 4, and now 5 on the season for Tyler Wolff. 3-0 to the Stripes here at Fifth Third. Moon looking to drive, and it's in. Just like that, Indy 11's on the board. Ben Lundgaard frustrated with himself. And just like that, the margin's back to 2.
Ben Lundgaard might be frustrated with his defense in front of him more than anything. Not a whole lot Ben Lundgaard can do right there as Nick Moon just charges through everybody and gets a clean opportunity. Way too easy for that response. Nick Moon just beats everybody, beats Noah Cobb, gets inside. Lundgaard going the wrong way, trying to cover as much of the goal as he can. But Nick Moon coming off the bench, giving Indy a lifeline now.
Indy's got that first goal on the board. How do they continue to respond? Tyler Wolff. Couldn't do anything with it. Indy 11 coming back the other way. Gordon Wild. Nick Moon tries to get past Josh Bauer. Josh Bauer doing great work defensively. Wins the battle and the ball.
Great from Josh Bauer. Moon's got that change of pace. He tried to run past Josh Bauer. Bauer was having none of it.
Bryce Washington to Mackie Jope. Robbie Mertz. Chris Allen. Wiley. Tried to flick it over to Tyler Wolf too much on it, so we'll go back to Indy 11 here, late in the 52nd minute.
Indy will try to get more of those looks for Nick Moon, though. He's the best dribbler in the team this season. They want to get him 1v1 with players.
Cobb on Arteaga. Too much for Gordon Wild. Fortune tried to spring Mackie Jope, but getting in the way was Segrist.
Good idea, but poor execution from Fortune.
Ioze over the top, looking for Vassell. Cuts it back inside on the left, looking for Arteaga, and Lundgaard will scoop it up.
Cobb was with Arteaga that time. Caleb Wiley has to adjust to the difference now. Jordan Hamilton, Caleb Wiley could run past all day. Peter Lee Vassell can run past Caleb Wiley all day. Can't give as much space.
Mertz, Mateus, Wiley. Sends it in, headed it in! There's the answer for Atlanta United 2. Great ball, great service, and in the back of the net. Mateus with the goal. It is his third on the season, and just like that, another goal on the board for the Stripes. It's 4-1.
You know the scientist is going to have the answer. Darwin Mateus with the run through the middle, but Caleb Wiley gets forward and puts in a picture-perfect cross. Picks it out, sees Mateus making the run. All Darwin Mateus has to do is continue moving forward, and Caleb Wiley puts it right into his path.
Second assist on the year for Caleb Wiley. And that's what the fans were looking for with an answer. Indy 11 gets on the board with Nick Moon in the 51st, in the 54th. And that'll do it for the night for Darwin Mateus. Coming in now, Phillip Goodrum here in the 54th minute to take over for the goal scorer.
That's a nice way to sign off for the night. Jack Collison, the first one there to greet him. Phillip Goodrum checks in. Goodrum scored in the midweek in Birmingham. 2 goals in 2 starts this season for Phillip Goodrum. Those starts were separated by a foot injury that left him out of action for quite a while, but Phillip Goodrum starting to get his feet back underneath him now.
Orchin chasing Ouimet. Center circle Wild. Give to Nicky Law. Law's another player you mentioned early on that has been held pretty much in check tonight by Atlanta United 2's defense.
He's had to play from a deeper position most of the night. Hasn't been able to get forward and join the attack very much. At this point, he's going to have to for Indy 11, even if it means Atlanta United 2 can keep jumping into those passing lanes.
Ball popped up into the air, settled by Wiley, gets it back. Back and forth with Mackie Jope. Chipped up and over, chasing, and down goes Goodrum. No penalty call by Steffen. Atlanta United 2 keeps possession. Mertz. Spins away and settles it down back to Bauer. Bauer and Wiley. Wolf. Near the 6. Goodrum fires just wide.
Phillip Goodrum could have earned a penalty a few seconds ago. Looked like it was. William Steffen did not make the call. We'll get a look at that again here. I mean, there's contact. I don't think Goodrum's going for a dive there. Steffen decides it's not enough for the penalty.
Bauer steps in the passing lane with possession. Tackled away that time by Nick Moon with his first defensive double back of the evening.
Nick Moon, very versatile player for Indy 11. Started his pro career in Lansing in USL League One in 2019. Second year with Indy.
Allen and Arteaga both looking for possession, and they're going to call a foul on Arteaga. Quick restart by Atlanta United 2. Arteaga lost to Johnny Fortune, now with Robbie Mertz. Tried to cut it inside with the left. Grabbed by Tyler Wolf. Not all the way out. Goodrum again with the right. Thought about it. Cuts it back. Mertz winds up deflected. Last touch by Indy 11. Going to be a corner kick for Atlanta United 2.
Multiple arms go up from Indy 11 defenders, just asking for somebody else to come back and help defend as Atlanta United 2 keeps getting more numbers forward. Not enough white shirts to deal with all the attackers.
Tyler Wolf will take. Robbie Mertz is close by. Sends it in. Headed down and in! Mackie Jope this time, and it's 5. 5 stripes with 5 on the board. Mackie Jope. 3 minutes after goal number 4, it's goal number 5, and it is unraveling for Max Rogers and Indy 11 in Atlanta.
Tyler Wolf not just scoring goals today. This time it's a perfect corner to Mackie Jope. Tyler adds an assist to his column for the night. Mackie Jope with the header. Not really any pressure on Mackie Jope as he's able to just wait for that. Awful marking from Indy 11 as everything is falling apart for Indy.
2 changes for Atlanta United 2, and that's the night for Tyler Wolf.
Best night as a professional. Tyler Wolf with 3 goals and an assist. A lot of hard work up top for Tyler Wolf.
And that's also the night for Mackie Jope after he scores. David Mejia checking in.
Mackie Jope starting to get fit for this team. This was his 4th start of the season, 2nd goal of the year. A healthy Mackie Jope in the second half of the year for Atlanta United 2 will put defenses on notice around the Central Division.
Arteaga for Indy 11.
David Mejia, you see him, number 21, stepping to that one quickly. The substitutes have to continue the momentum that Wolf and Mackie Jope created. Jack Collison's not asking them to come in to just stand around. He wants to see that work that they've put in, the pressure and how to press and how to stay organized. We've seen the effects of it. It wears teams down mentally. Indy 11 has just looked overwhelmed tonight because of the work and the relentless pressure from Atlanta United 2.
Lundgaard forward, first touch from Mejia.
Contact in the back. Mejia's not able to keep it.
Ayoze. Moon. Connor Stanley. Vossel. Back to Moon. Gets it past Cobb. Vossel. The volley deflected it in. Vossel sends it in. It looks like it went off of Bauer. It goes past Lundgaard, and it's 5-2 with 30 to go.
Tough one there. Noah Cobb 1v1 with Nick Moon. One of the best 1v1 players in the division. Moon's able to create the space. Peter Lee Vassell gets the goal. Go back to it. Moon with the first shot. It falls to Vassell, who takes it first time and deflects off of Bauer past Lundgaard. Great goal from Peter Lee Vassell.
And that's the night for Carl Ouimet. Looks like A.J. Cochran is coming in.
Former Atlanta United 2 captain A.J. Cochran. First captain in Atlanta United 2 history.
And Neville Hackshaw comes in for the final 30 minutes. And he is replacing Patrick Segrist.
Hackshaw going to left back. Been recovering from an illness after coming back from the Gold Cup and national team duty. Hasn't been able to get 90 minutes under his belt yet.
Allen there to defend, but Indy 11 still chasing. Well done by Bryce Washington. Connor Stanley looking to turn away from Ioze. Nicely done by Phillip Goodrum.
Great work by Goodrum as a target forward.
Foul on Mejia.
Mejia caught Timmer as he was trying to come across. Atlanta United 2, there's still a lot of time for Indy 11. Atlanta United 2 has to keep the energy up.
Most goals that Indy 11 had given up this season before tonight was 3 in a 3-3 draw against Lou City. Connor Stanley. Back to Fortune. And Allen. Back to Bauer. All the way over to Bryce Washington.
Atlanta will have to pick their opportunities to do what they're doing right now. Knock the ball around a little bit. Rest in possession.
Mertz took a peek over his right shoulder. Bryce Washington is there. Goodrum cutting. Mejia wants to wind up. Stanley gets it. All the way over to Caleb Wiley. Sends it in with the left, headed away. But Chris Allen keeps possession for Atlanta United 2. Chips it in, looking for Mertz. Mertz head top of the 6th, headed away and out of the 18.
Opportunity for Indy to break.
Gordon Wild. Bauer nicely done to shoulder him off the ball.
Bauer gets to the spot, gets that big shoulder in on Gordon Wild. Wild can't keep his feet. Great strength from Josh Bauer.
Mejia.
That's a great look from David Mejia. Perfect weight on that pass. Goodrum's not able to get there. Eric Dick comes out of his 18 to get there first.
Arteaga chasing Fortune. They're going to call the foul there on Stanley. Frustrating night for Manuel Arteaga. Chasing shadows a lot tonight when he's on his defensive work.
Not really expected to be on his defensive work too much in most nights. Hasn't seen much of the ball this evening. Arteaga with 3 goals and 1 assist. Leader in duels for Indy 11. He's had a lot of defensive duels this evening.
Cobb steers away from Arteaga, back to Ben Lundgaard. Ioze to Hackshaw. And it looks like Chris Allen is down for Atlanta United too. Saw him pointing to his left knee. Point of concern for Jack Collison and Atlanta United 2 with one of the stalwarts that he's had this season, what Atlanta United 2 has had this season. Chris Allen getting looked at by the physios.
Allen's been outstanding tonight. 30 of 31 on his passing. A lot of games in a short period of time. Jack Collison's tried to rotate the group as much as he can to keep guys fresh and try to avoid injuries. Take another look to see what happened to Allen, if we can tell.
Low left corner, and
he was hobbling before that.
Yep. Allen this season, coming into tonight, tied for the team lead with 15 games started. Hobbling there with the left. And his night is done as Brendan Lamb will now make an appearance in minute 67.
And this is a tough spot because Allen A little more experienced. Brendan Lamb, Atlanta United Academy player. Player with some USL experience. Johnny Fortune's not going to be able to finish this out either. I thought he might drop a little bit deeper and try to help cover things up. But Robbie Mertz is probably going to have to sit a little more and try to help this midfield as Indy throws everything forward that they can.
And Jack Collison also uses his last substitution on the night. Abdoulaye Diop comes in, replacing a Johnny Fortune after 67 minutes.
Yeah, Abdoulaye Diop will be the Chris Allen replacement in this one. Lamb will be able to step a little more forward. Abdoulaye Diop will sit in front of the back four. Try to take up that space that Moon and Wild will try to find.
Now Connor Stanley on Ioze. Quick restart for Indy 11. Arteaga to Timmer. Back and forth with Law. Abdoulaye Diop closing space. Wins possession for Atlanta United 2. And here comes David Mejia.
Nice work by Abdoulaye Diop, his first involvement of the night.
Connor Stanley cuts away from Hackshaw and then from Vossel. Give to Mejia. Looking for Goodrum. Can't quite get the handle on it. Gains possession back. Bodies down all over the place. Goodrum keeps possession for Atlanta United 2. Vossel is there. Goodrum gets out of that traffic. Finds Caleb Wiley. Abdoulaye Diop back to Bauer. Wiley tries to send it to Mejia. Last hit by Buckmaster, so it'll be a throw for Atlanta United 2. Ball knocked away from Goodrum by Timmer, but the pressure is there again. Robbie Mertz. Mertz wants to wind up with the right. Give to Connor Stanley. What's Stanley going to do with it? Go on Hackshaw and kicked, saved up in the air. Hackshaw gets a head on it, volleyed by Mertz over the goal. Goal kick for Indy 11. The USL, just to let you know, is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forward-forever-proud. Fans here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium wanting that possession to stick with Atlanta United 2. Ends up with a throw for Indy 11. Here comes Neviel Hackshaw. Atlanta United 2 defending well, sent forward by Mertz. Goodrum gains possession. Gets away from Cochran. Mertz tried to get it away from Law, could not. Give to Gordon Wild. A.J. Cochran. Back and forth with Law. He's got Hackshaw to his left. That's where he goes. Bryce Washington. Well done there. Gets it away from Arteaga. Cobb will go back to Lundgaard. Halfway through the 71st minute, 20 to go. Dominant performance by Atlanta United 2 tonight, leading Indy 11 5-2. Here comes Indy 11. Lamb, Bauer, and Wiley all there to defend. It goes back to Law. Connor Stanley wins possession. But the physical nature of Nicky Law gets it back for Indy 11. Here comes Cochran. He'll find Hackshaw.
A little bit of that Scottish lower division experience showing in Nicky Law.
Wild wants to set up that left. Give to Arteaga instead. Wiley defends. Give to Connor Stanley. Nicely done to David Mejia. Has to save it from going and turning into an Indy 11 throw. A lot of back and forth in the middle third right now between these two clubs. Neville Hackshaw looking for Vossel. Robbie Mertz almost got a handle on it. Goes all the way back to Eric Dick, and Indy 11 will reset. Over the top for Moon. Settles. Well done by Cobb.
Great tackle from Noah Cobb. Nick Moon gave him some problems earlier. Recovery from Noah Cobb, just turned 16.
Bauer to Abdoulaye Diop. Brendan Lamb calling for it. Bryce Washington will send it Lamb's way. Well done by Bryce Washington to try to maintain possession for Atlanta United 2. Brendan Lamb keeps it into Robbie Mertz, and there goes Phillip Goodrum. Flag stays down. Goodrum, Timmer is there. Goodrum tries to cut back with his left. Available, Mejia up and hits the crossbar. That close to goal number 6, David Mejia.
Goodrum was that close to penalty, should have been penalty number 2.
Yep.
Doesn't get it, but stays with the play. Pops it over to David Mejia, who goes for power when he maybe didn't need to. Eric Dick recovered very, very well, made that difficult for Mejia. The credit to Eric Dick, good goalkeeping.
Goodrum gets away from Cochran, wants to set up the left, blocked away. Wiley just inside the box. Buckmaster is there defending. Chipped over everybody. Hackshaw lets it go. Stanley's there for Atlanta United 2. Wants to send it with the right into the 6 and just cleared away by Indy 11. Relentless pressure tonight from Atlanta United 2, both offensively and defensively. 3-goal lead with 16 minutes to go. 4th match in 12 days, and you wouldn't be able to tell it a lot of the time tonight. Mejia on the turn. I'm going to call Mejia on the foul there.
Nice defending from Reese Buckmaster. Didn't fall for the moves of Mejia.
Jeremiah Gutjahr now coming in. He will replace Manuel Arteaga.
Number 29, Manuel Arteaga. Number 6, Jeremiah Gutjahr.
11th appearance for Gutjahr on the year.
So move Moon into more of a number 9 role in the middle of the attack. Gutjahr will try to get on the ball a little bit deeper and spray some passes. Or speed up top for Indy.
That's their last sub as well. Both teams have used their 5. Lamb to Cobb. Bryce Washington. Robbie Mertz. Lamb. Well done to find Caleb Wiley.
Beautiful ball from Brendan Lamb.
Buckmaster defending again, sent in with the left through the goal mouth, and it will be a throw-in for Indy 11, very deep in their own defensive third.
Wiley tried to bend that cross into the run of Phillip Goodrum.
Sticks with Indy 11. Hackshaw goes for the long throw. Cobb is there, couldn't control it. Moon. But there to help out is Bauer, and they're going to call Bauer for the foul. And a card.
And a yellow? Josh Bauer doesn't care for that decision at all. Has a lot to say about it. Jack Collison also has a lot to say about it.
Not happy about it at all.
Let's see if we can figure this out. He wins the ball about as cleanly as you can on that kind of a tackle.
Yep.
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine because he gets in, he does the hook with his leg, wins the ball cleanly. There's no touch on the attacker. Moon is still down. He did land awkwardly, but looked like Bauer was able to slide in front and block the ball, and Moon went over the top of him.
Yeah, Bauer, you could tell as he was talking to center ref William Steffen, said he fell down in referencing Moon. He's like, he fell down.
Well, he fell down over Bauer, who had won the ball.
Yes.
That's the situation here. Now, winning the ball doesn't give you license to do whatever you want. In this case, Bauer gets to the ball. He doesn't go through Moon. He doesn't foul him in getting to the ball first. He gets to the ball first. We'll take another look from a different angle. He just slides in front and blocks the ball. He doesn't slide in front and Moon trips over him. He slides in front with the hook tackle, as you see with his left leg right there, wins the ball. Moon goes over top. There shouldn't be a foul there. There definitely shouldn't be a yellow card.
Second yellow card on the year for Bauer. Max Rogers down 3 goals here in the 79th minute, so he's got 11 minutes plus any time that's going to be tacked on. Try to close the margin. It was 3-0. They got the goal from Moon that made it 3-1, but then Atlanta United 2 answered again at 4-1 and 5-1, and we're at 5-2. Wild service headed away by Bryce Washington. Hackshaw will track it down. Won by Atlanta United 2. Caleb Wiley gets it away from Hackshaw at the beginning of that sequence.
Hackshaw was hopping up and down, acting like he was kicked, and when he had an opportunity to press, everything was fine.
Yes. Cochran sends it looking for Gordon Wild. Defended by Cobb. Here comes Atlanta United 2 again. Wiley and Mertz. Abdoulaye Diop. Buckmaster called for the foul that time. Diop will restart back to Bauer. Thought about going all the way back to Lundgaard, but he'll find Cobb instead. Connor Stanley. Back and forth with Goodrum. He'll find Wiley. Good work there. Here comes Caleb Wiley. Has Mejia to his left. Cuts it back inside with the right. Knocked away by Ayoze. And it's going to be a corner for Atlanta United 2 in the 81st.
2 Atlanta United Academy products leading that one. The 1-2 with Caleb Wiley and David Mejia sends Wiley in. 35-year-old Spaniard Ayoze tackles it away from the 16-year-old Atlanta left back, Caleb Wiley.
Mertz responsible for this corner, bringing it in with the right. Gives to David Mejia instead. Connor Stanley. Into the middle. Finds Mejia. Vossel was there late. Headed away, and well done by Bryce Washington there to earn the corner for Atlanta United 2. As we get ready for this corner by Robbie Mertz, August is USL Supporters Month, and we want to hear from you. Visit uslchampionship.com/supporters-month for more information on how you can get involved and have a chance to be featured as the supporter of the week. Halfway through the 82nd, Robbie Mertz sends it in low. Getting possession is Nick Moon. Quick touches by Indy 11 to try to work it forward out of their own defensive third. Law and Ioze. Well done there to defend by the Stripes. It'll be a throw for Indy 11.
Caleb Wiley read that very well.
Long distance pass. Cobb defends it nicely. Abdoulaye Diop is there.
Cobb has gotten better and better as the night's gone on.
It's been a good weekend so far for Atlanta United and Atlanta United 2 supporters. Big win in Columbus, Jason, that you saw yesterday. Up and over the top. Phillip Goodrum is there. Timmer. No whistle from Steffen. And Timmer's calling for the physio. He's down.
Timmer landed really awkwardly, immediately called for the physio. No foul in that sequence at all. Timmer won that. It's a great defensive play from Jared Timmer. But he immediately called for the physio. So we get a look here. Goodrum gets in behind. Timmer recovers it shoulder to shoulder, and then Timmer wins it, but immediately grabbed the left leg.
What?
It got caught up as he won the shoulder to shoulder and won the ball with Goodrum. Goodrum was going down, and Timmer's leg got caught up underneath him. It's his right leg, I'm sorry. Got caught up underneath. Completely accidental. It's a great defensive play from Jared Timmer.
One of a handful of players for Indy 11 that have already marked over 1,000 minutes for the club this year. 14th appearance, 13 starts.
This is a really difficult one here. Atlanta United 2 medical staff on the field to assist as well.
Starter.
Last thing Indy 11 needs after a night like this.
Played his college ball locally in the Indianapolis area at Butler.
It shows the heart of a guy like Jared Timmer, because at 5'2", you can kind of lay off of that and not put in the work that he did to get there. A lot of sacrifice there from Jared Timmer. Wins the play cleanly. There's no foul in it. It's a great defensive play from Timmer, but his legs got caught up underneath Goodrum as he was falling down. This is going to take Indy readjusting now as they lose one of their center backs.
And remember, Indy's used all 5 subs, so they're going to be playing a man down for the final 5+ minutes here in Kennesaw.
Taking Timmer straight to either the locker room or possibly the ambulance.
Yep. A great show of respect from the Atlanta United fans as well. As Timmer was being taken away, applause from a very knowledgeable fan base here with Atlanta United and Atlanta United 2. So here in the 87th minute, Atlanta United 2 with a 3-goal advantage at 5-2. Indy 11 playing a man down after having used all 5 subs. Jared Timmer taken off the field on a stretcher. And we'd mentioned coming into tonight just how crowded the Central Division is from basically spots 3 through 7. And Atlanta United to a handful of minutes from a big 3 points here. Exerting a lot of pressure defensively and showing a lot of work offensively as well. Flag is up offside. It's been a complete performance by Atlanta United 2 tonight in their 4th match in 12 days.
Guchard drops into the back line for Indy, paired up with A.J. Cochran.
Nicky Law back and forth with Iose. Bryce Washington having to close to keep it away from Vossel, and he gets there. Up and over Mertz and Cochran. Collision there with Cochran and Lamb, but it's going to be a throw for Indy 11. Hackshaw sends it forward looking for Vossel. Bryce Washington's there, nicely done. Abdoulaye Diop finds Caleb Wiley behind David Mejia. Law trying to shake Brendan Lamb, gets it back to Eric Dick, and he'll send it forward. Iose center circle. Wild, Law, and Hackshaw. Working with Iose, and now back to Nicky Law. David Mejia is there.
Good read from Mejia defensively.
Robbie Mertz tried to send it thinking Connor Stanley might be there at the far post, up and over everybody. Back comes Indy 11 the other way. Nick Moon left it for Wild. Abdoulaye Diop is there, as is Brendan Lamb.
Wiley tracking back as well.
Abdoulaye Diop, Connor Stanley, Bauer. Gordon Wild in pursuit, goes back to Ben Lundgaard. Abdoulaye Diop with room, back and forth with Brendan Lamb.
Injury to Timmer's really taking the heat out of this match towards the end. We're going to get 5 minutes of stoppage.
5 minutes.
If that's really necessary.
And Lundgaard will pick it up. And the give to Abdoulaye Diop.
Sure if anyone would have complained if it was a lower number on the board.
Goodrum and Diop. Bryce Washington. Robbie Mertz. Bryce Washington back to Cobb. High marks for Noah Cobb tonight. Mertz finds Connor Stanley, but the flag is up. One final note for the W. Starting next spring, the USLW League providing increased equity and opportunity for women looking to pursue careers in soccer both on and off the pitch, comprised of clubs from across the championship. League One, League Two, and new expansion markets. The W League is set to begin play in more than 30 communities across the United States. Head over to USLWleague.com to learn more. Throw-in will be for Atlanta United 2 as we've got about 3.5 minutes left. And Goodrum will track it down. Gutjahr is there. Sent in toward the 6, and Neville Hackshaw will get there for Indy 11.
With this win, Atlanta United 2 will move into a playoff position in the Central Division. Goal differential will put them ahead of their next opponents, OKC Energy. That's Indy 11's next opponent as well. Indy will get the benefit of OKC coming here first on Wednesday, while Indy will get some time to rest up and recover and see OKC next weekend in Indiana.
And after that match for Atlanta United 2 with OKC, they are away from home for the remainder of the month of August. At Sporting Kansas City 2, at Pittsburgh, at Tulsa. Those are the last 3 matches in the month of August. All on the road for Atlanta United 2. Lamb sets up, blocked. Last touch by Indy 11.
Atlanta United 2 will have one more match played than OKC Energy. Even on points, but a +1 goal differential. OKC is -1. Indy 2 points back will be -4 at the end of the night.
Abdoulaye Diop, David Mejia.
Such a crowded division. Goal differential could come into play when we start talking about these playoff spots.
3 through 7 separated by only a handful of points coming into tonight. And we anticipate that it's going to be this way all the way through the remainder of the season.
3 through 7, if things hold here, will be separated by 3 points. Louisville City and Birmingham starting to separate themselves just a little bit. Tulsa on 22. Atlanta United 2 will be on 21 with the win tonight. OKC on 21. Indy and Memphis both on 19. But Memphis has a number of games in hand.
And that stretch for Atlanta United 2, you talk about OKC here on the weekend, in midweek, and then in the weekend they go to Kansas City to take on Sporting Kansas City 2. So a lot of games in a very short period of time on the calendar for Atlanta United 2. David Mejia. Big distance from the right foot and in from 25. And it's goal number 6 on the night. David Mejia with an absolute rocket right at the end.
Again, goal differential could end up separating teams from the postseason or watching at home. A goal like this one from Mejia, it might mean a little bit more than you think right now. Mejia gets his head up. Phillip Goodrum plays it into him. Mejia keeping his eye on Eric Dick, and the footwork just lets Eric Dick down. He's a little slow to shuffle over. And David Mejia picks out the back of the net. 6-2.
First goal of the season for David Mejia. Had that little bit of space. Decided to wind up and fire, and 6 goals on the board for the Five Stripes in a dominant win over Indy 11, 6-2 here in Kennesaw.
This can be a big momentum-building win for Atlanta United 2 if they can maintain the principles of play that Jack Collison was able to put into place this week. The pressure, the sustainability of the pressure, the organization of the pressure. If they can keep that up, they're going to be a difficult team to deal with. Indy 11 staff not happy about maybe that last goal, maybe some other things from the match. I'm not sure. But again, as we said, goal differential is going to end up being a big issue as this year goes on. You have an opportunity to add another goal, you have to take it. I said from the beginning, I didn't think 5 minutes was really necessary in terms of stoppage time. Take that up with the referee crew. You have to keep playing. David Mejia gets a goal and stretches that goal differential tonight to 4.
And we will come back to Fifth Third Bank Stadium and put a bow on a dominant night for the Stripes. Atlanta United 2, 6 on the board, beating the boys in blue 6-2. We will return to Fifth Third Bank Stadium after this. It's the USL Championship on ESPN+.
BB&T and SunTrust are now truest, together for better.
No matter what life throws your way, Piedmont Urgent Care by Well Street is here for you. Our virtual urgent care visit connects you with a Piedmont clinic provider wherever you are. Get treatment for minor illnesses and injuries, and learn about COVID-19 testing. Start your virtual urgent care visit online. In-person visits are also available at our 27 locations. Wherever and whenever you need it, we offer more ways to get care. Book now at piedmonturgentcare.org/virtual visit.
BB&T and SunTrust are now truest, together for better.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
Welcome back to Kennesaw. Dominant night for Atlanta United 2, 6-2 your final score. So we were discussing the standings in a very, very crowded Central Division. Let's take a look. Now, we mentioned how things are for 3 through 7, and there's your up-to-date look.
That last goal stretches the goal differential advantage for Atlanta United 2 to 3 over OKC Energy, who's coming to town on Wednesday. Get your tickets now. We hope to see you in Kennesaw, Georgia for that big game in the Central Division on Wednesday. But goal differential, I mean, even look at that 2 or 3 through 7. It's very tight all the way through. So every goal matters. Every goal scored matters. Every goal conceded matters.
And you also mentioned Atlanta United 2 is the only one of those teams 3 through 7 with a positive goal difference right now.
They've also played the most matches, and that's something that could come back to bite them a little bit. Tulsa with 2 games in hand on them, OKC with 1, Indy with 2, Memphis with 4.
Yep.
We'll have to see what Memphis 901 can do here in the second half because the games are going to pile up for them.
And they've got the matchup early in the midweek as well. All right, let's show your highlights and show you how we got to this particular score. And early on, it was Tyler Wolff.
It's pressure, and Tyler Wolff just challenges Eric Dick with the ball at his feet, gets the goal, gets one from the run of play. Great ball slipped into him, no hesitation from Wolff. Indy was able to get one back early in the second half from Moon, but it's another giveaway from Eric Dick. Tyler Wolff, pressure, pressure, pressure from Atlanta United 2. Caleb Wiley picked out Darwin Mateus. Great goal for Mateus. Nice assist from Wiley. Mackie Jope with his second goal of the season. Tyler Wolff played provider on that one. Great goal from Peter Lee Vossel, taking it first time off the deflection. And in this one ended the night, David Mejia adding goal number 6, his first goal of the season. Atlanta United 2 with a big win and a big advantage on the stat sheet. 28 shots, 13 on target, 56% of the ball. Indy really struggled to keep up with the pace of play that Atlanta United 2 set. They were uncomfortable playing at that pace. Atlanta United 2 exploited that all night.
Pressure, 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 as you said, all night long. Atlanta United 2 with a big win here in Fifth Third Bank Stadium in Kennesaw. And they'll be back in the midweek in a very, very crowded Central Division, trying to get as many points as possible before they hit the road for the remainder of the month. This is how it ends every single night here in Kennesaw. Atlanta United 2's players come and visit the 17s. Great crowd here tonight here in Kennesaw, and a great result. Great weekend for Atlanta United. in Atlanta United 2. For Jason Longshore, I am John Nelson. Play it safe, everybody. We will see you in the midweek. This has been the USL Championship on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.